different. You have to have that set hard stop, but I don't think it's as easy or as simple with options.
Yeah, you really have to know what your like your win rate, risk reward type of stuff. Like where are you taking profit? What are you risking? Because somebody that trades further outdated options, maybe 20-25% is kind of your hard stop. But if you're trading shorter dated, it's probably a lot less. And I would love to hear what Maple does when he trades options. I feel like that's a really good question for Maple to hit on. What's up, Casey?
What's up, guys?
Yo, yeah, with options, I love it because you're not like shorting with infinite loss. If you do want to take puts and obviously calls, there is a finite loss. It depends, right? So like with SPX, I'll kind of do what Jordan does, maybe risk 50% or hero zero. Let's say, hey, I want to take a few contracts of SPX at like a few $100 versus trading, 10 or 100 contracts of SPY and just letting it go, trying to, play that IV multiplier. But again, you want to have consistent risk that can lead to some gambling. I myself am just speaking from experience. I think that having a defined risk can be a bit more difficult when it comes to trading options due to those Greeks, right? So like, I think the question earlier was, I set my stop and it gets triggered. It doesn't always get triggered because there's not a bid or ask there, right? Because the IV is spiking or dropping. So there wasn't an order there for your stop to get filled in the first place. So for me, what I do now, I like to risk a max 30% with a target of course, at least 1 to 2 risk to reward. Some traders are going to yearn for more for whatever reason, but 1 to 2 risk to reward is a staple for profitability. So try to stay away from 0 DTE. I love to trade it, but again, I am experienced. I think that, a few days out, a week out is necessary or required for those that haven't proven profitability. But in all honesty, paper trade, please. You don't have to put money into the market that you're not super confident in or truly understand what you're doing when it comes to strategy or discipline. I think Webull has great paper trading opportunities. It's going to be clearly a paper trade in any screenshots, but it's more valuable to learn a system and the ins and outs of how to execute or when market is experiencing high volatility. Because again, you could be up a few 100% for 10 seconds, and then it's because of news or theta or whatever it may be. You can miss out on a lot of money, or a really green trade can turn really red very quickly. Big reason why I have pushed and really focused on futures the past year.
And real quick, when you say ladder, if you just want to give a quick explanation of
yeah, so a ladder, a lot of you guys may use this with options, swing kind of move. That's kind of where I learned it from Dr. Bullshark. You guys may know him, Bully, but I kind of adapted it with day trading. So on accounts, or even when I was trading small caps on pullback entries, these are opportunities. So like we were talking about this morning, NQ rips up and it gave a pullback into the 10-minute EMAs there, right? So let's say a trader had a long on futures, prior to the open because CBC was bullish or holding a pivot, whatever thesis, right? And it rips up. Well, you have an entry at 640s, let's say, and now price is sitting there on a pullback at 880s. It's 240 points higher. Maybe you want to hold on to that initial kind of entry without affecting the position price, right? If you average up, it's going to jump up much higher. You're likely to, lose on that account or, give up profit unnecessarily. So what I like to do instead, I'll call a ladder, pullback entry on another account. If you guys are trading either multiple accounts on one firm or multiple firms, this is how you can make the most out of the move. So like you've seen on either a 10-minute or 3-minute perspective, you can get some pretty good scalps in a short period of time. Now, I will say on pullbacks, I really only recommend the first or second pullback. So if you look at NQ 3-minute chart today, out of the gate, you can see price popped up, pulled back, 3-minute 20 EMA interaction at 10 a.m. right? At 820. 822 is the price point mark. So that goes from 822 to 920s, right over 100 points. You scale, trail stop loss, whatever. You don't want to mess with your average. You see price pulling back, another trade opportunity near that 3-minute 20. Now that's pulled back at 8:57. The time is now 10:33, right? You can add on another account, keeping the initial position and making money on the same trade, right? Because what are you going to do if you're holding that initial position and you're just watching price? You see an opportunity to go buy. Now you don't have to enact upon it. That's totally fine. But again, this is kind of an experienced form of scalping, adding to winners instead of what most people will do is add to a loser. Cut remainder MNQ, the CVC flip on 10. Nice 10-minute EMA pullback. See if they give you a red candle there, maybe with a 3-minute EMA aligning with this.
Casey, what's up? How's your day been?
What's up, guys? Day's been pretty good. Pretty good. Took some Tesla calls this morning. Took some SPY puts earlier. Caught them for -5%, and then I took them again near the highs just after like 1:05 p.m. Eastern, and covered some a lot down there on that back test. So kept things light and small today, but decent day overall. Nothing crazy.
I've taken a couple little shots at stuff here and there. I mean, it's funny. I took the same long you did last night at the Open.
Yeah, like that was just like I was like, there has to be at least some kind of reaction to the upside.
I figured there'd be, yeah, I had a level down there and I was like, okay, we just gapped down hard. Like, I feel like it was at least going to come up before it rolled over. It went way higher than I thought it was going to. I only took it for like 100 points and got out and made some good money and said, okay, I just called it for the night. But I saw, it was funny, like after the fact, I saw you took the exact same trade. I was like, all right, there we go.
I took a little scalp red candle on 3-minute for gold. Long.
It's a nice little three bar reaction here off of that area, which makes me think we probably want to push the highs again. We are at this whole number 25K on NDX. We're also right at the daily 9 EMA and 20 simple on QQQ right here. So it's, a tough spot that it's dealing with. On QQQ's chart, there it is, daily. So you see the green right here coming down into it is the 20-day, and the blue coming across right here is the 9. 21's a little bit higher on QQQ. It's going to be at 610 and change. And it's also these equal highs over here. NDX, it's your whole number, 25K right here. I'll just put a right there, 25K. So interesting. SPX is kind of a no man's land for me. I mean, it's above stuff, it's underneath stuff. Don't really have much right here. Casey, the more my kids get sick, the more I want to tell you to do homeschooling. Even though I hate the idea of homeschooling, but dude, like all 3 of my kids are sick again.
I don't think Everly is going to be able to go to school for this next school year. So she might end up doing some homeschooling stuff here. So could be a blessing in disguise.
It is, even though like it's so nice when both your kids or both like 2 for you, it'll eventually be all 3. But like for me right now, my kids are home today. Oh my God. Trading is such a different aspect when you hear all that yelling out there.
My daughter's been on one this morning. I mean, she's kind of been on one the last few weeks, but we were making jokes this morning. Her alter ego when she starts really screaming because she has a little raspy voice. We call her Margie when she starts getting all crazy. And Everly's like,
Yeah,
"Oh
Margie.
no!" She's like, "I don't like Margie," and Macy just in there just going freaking. She's doing it right now. I just heard it
I
in the
just heard it
background.
slightly in the background.
Yeah, like, and that's nothing compared. And she's been like that for the
Margie.
last 4 hours.
I'm getting so thrilled.
We
I ain't
need
worked this hard since I was 18.
we need soundproof offices.
Dude, that's the next thing. Like I tried to reconfigure all this stuff yesterday with some of this new equipment. I've got a long way to go to try to figure it out, but I am going to try to soundproof as much as I can in this room. But get it while you here, boy. Because all the hype don't feel the same next year, boy.
QQQ bounce right off volume point of control from that 1110 high, just back tested. Now we're back up to the same equal highs from earlier.
I think we're going to finish this golden retrace move.
I said it earlier because when I took this short for a scalp, I was like, I don't think like this is high of day. I still think we cruise up higher today, and I still think we're going to go higher this week. 100%.
So we've just been in this range for so long. You almost have to like bite the bullet, just trade back to the middle no matter where it's at. Just retrace of the retrace of the retrace of the retrace is where we're at this point. I'm getting so thrilled. I ain't worked this hard since I was 18. Apologize if I say. Casey, I got a soundboard, so it's about to get wild up in here.
Oh, you get a soundboard too? Let's go.
I have no idea how to use. Jordan's got to show me how to get stuff on here.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I mean, some of it's
Does that one say fuck?
No, it's just fa.
It sounds like it's going.
Yeah, it is. Earlier,
Fa.
earlier, every time Evan spoke, I just because every word Evan said, I was just like.
Ooh, I just got an alert on DraftKings for my calls.
There's a IDF just put out a few headlines, but it's nothing. It's just updates. Completed a wave of strikes.
Another one.
Oh, Amp. Guess what text message I just got?
What about Everly?
Yeah, she just got accepted into preschool.
No.
Oh, congrats.
I mean it's honestly it is the better thing. The only thing that sucks is they literally bring home every germ on earth and they just pass it around. Like honestly, I noticed it first when my oldest nephew here, when he started going to school, because he would come home and then he would get my kid sick and my other nieces and nephews sick, and then they would pass to like all the adults, and like all come from him. I'll never forgive him.
God.
I wonder if SPX can make it 10 points higher to 1600.
Now we got to figure out. She's doing 3 days a week. If we want to do mornings or afternoons.
Mornings. Get in the routine. Do mornings. The only reason I would say don't do mornings is if you have to watch the twins while that happens.
I told her if we did do mornings, I will watch the twins while she's going there. It would.
Dude, I get put on dad duty while I'm trying to trade at market open, and
It's yeah.
it honestly might be better if you do it the other way.
But she said she'd take all three.
Spies at the 50-day right now. Yeah, basically spies at look at this is every major moving average other than the 200 days right here. 9 and 21, 50 and 20 simple. I'm getting so thrilled. And
Oh no, we're doing
18.
mornings 3 days a week.
It's probably better.
Fucking
Just-
man, these
just
schools
trader.
are expensive for kids.
Bro, I know. I'm like, what am I paying for? Dude, we have to buy like books and all this stuff on top of it.
Oh hell no!
I'm like, dude, why? What is this? Is this like college?
I didn't even
Like,
buy the
what?
textbooks in college I was supposed to have for my classes. Let alone I'm going to spend the money to buy.
And
it
then
for
they make you buy the
preschool.
textbooks that are like a few $100 each book.
Yeah,
Well, I
$200-$300 a book. Fuck, unless I needed like the access card for like the
Yeah.
online portion things. That was the only. If I could buy that separately, then I did. But other than that, I never bought a textbook for college.
The
Fuck
thought of
that.
my future kids going into the school system just scares me, bro. Like,
For
Well, they started putting all the
preschool?
books on iPads.
can I
Yeah.
just put them through School of
But yeah,
Jordan?
try
Can we just
try
do that?
buying like books for pre-K.
dude, yes, they charge for preschool. This place is like freaking $2,000 to $3,000 a year.
Pre-K. Fuck you learning in pre-K, bro. You learning like how to count sticks and shit, man. Like, you don't need no textbook.
So I guess
That's
see my kids are
crazy,
learning
bro.
like to read and write and all this stuff in 2 languages. So I had to buy two languages worth of textbooks, which
Robbery,
worth-
bro.
worth it.
It
But
sounds like a scam.
yeah, in college it was a scam, dude. Those stupid books, but mine were all paid
Oh
for.
my
So like I
gosh.
never felt it, but
Yeah. It's almost like school is a scam.
so I remember going in there and like like they would give us all brand new books as we were on scholarship. You just get brand new books, and I wouldn't even touch them. I'd return them at the end of the semester, and they were like still in the wrapper.
Yeah.
But we turn them back in, and they'd sell them to somebody else like the next semester.
Crazy.
Because like the average person's gonna go in there and try to buy a used one. Yeah, just send them to the School of Gains.
No, bro. I just send them to freaking Nasdaqistan 2-3 years. Be good.
Nasraq
Yeah, bro.
out there in Nazran.
Like Dagestan, dude.
I kind of want to take a short off this golden retrace. This golden retrace and 6900 should hit at the same time on both assets. This will just go ahead and extend up there.
Wait until high school and you're paying 21,000, dude. Not happening.
Ah, dude, though.
School system could kiss my ass. Ain't happening when that time comes.
I mean, it is different where I live. You have to pretty much send them to private school
Do you?
if you want it to be worth their time.
Yeah.
The public schools, you're in there in a class with 50 other kids that half of them don't care, and you're not getting the same quality education.
Agreed.
Now, like back home where I'm from, public school was like above most private schools. It's been actually a really slow day on news. Obviously, we watched Trump do his little Medal of Honor thing earlier.
Oh, I wasn't watching it.
It was interesting. There wasn't one thing said, like there was no question and answer. It was all just, but he did
Blaze session.
he did come out there and like I can't remember what he started off with something like the war stuff a little bit, and then he started talking about these nice drapes that he had picked out that were hanging over the entryway. And he spent 4 sentences on the drapes, and then he started going into the actual ceremony. I don't know if I want my kids to become traders, to be honest. Try to get them into like golf. Let's try to get that golf scholarship.
Oh no, my kid's trading instantly. I mean, if he wants to, of course. I won't force him to do anything, but I'm gonna teach his ass how to capitalize in the first hour and leave every day. Walk out.
I don't know. My kids keep acting up. They're going to be selling chicle on the street corner. Chicle.
Trading is a very unfulfilling way of making money. I don't think it is for everybody though.
But like, I don't know, making
Like
money.
you could argue that
Feeling
for
right,
sure.
like it's
I
just
love it. It's
make
super
your
fun.
money and then go live your life. You know,
That's the thing.
That's
It
what's
allows you to do
fulfilling.
that. Yeah.
exactly.
I love that I can go anywhere and just open a laptop and do my job.
100%.
And like you don't even really have to like be there. Like if you can open it up and look and be like, nah, I'm gonna go fishing.
Hey, that sounds about right.
Well, if like let's say I teach my kid how to trade one day and he's killing it, but it feels of like a very unfulfilling way of making money. Okay, keep making money trading and go build the fucking business you want to. Simple.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I
Don't
would
stop
love to,
trading
like-
because you don't like it. So what? You know the skill. You know how to do it. Do it. Make the money you need to go do what you actually want to do. Because
just
it
think
gives
if
you
you
so much
trade,
freedom.
just if you trade like 2 hours in the morning and then you have like a, I don't know, little beach coffee shop or
Dude,
you know,
that'd be
like
sick.
little hot, like a little hostel like bungalow thing, like at a surf joint.
Maybe one day you guys find me doing that.
Dude, that was I would love that. Like that was always kind of a dream of mine. I was like, okay, I would love
I'm
to
older
have,
and I'm done with all the social media stuff, you know, and
Yeah,
we're just
dude,
trading.
imagine you have like a little small like mom and pop like hotel, like a little small, a little small hotel. You live in the top of it. You run the hotel. You wake up in the morning. Yeah, you wake up in the morning. You have like, you trade for a couple hours and then you just run your hotel, or you're like, you have a little like surf bar right there, like near the beach.
That'd be a vibe. Can we get 5 big booms for Boris's grandpa?
I know. It's the best I got. I don't have any custom
Those
sound
some
judge.
big booms, dog.
Sorry, Boris.
Minute trying to bounce here on gold.
Come on. Just finish the move. I don't even remember what all sounds they gave me on this thing.
You should have this one.
What is the one that
So
says?
elegant.
What is the one that says ducking? What is that?
I don't know. Tell me. What do you hear?
This one right here. It says ducking. What does it sound like?
It doesn't change anything really. Sounds like slightly muffled.
What about this one? What does this one do? Nothing.
Nothing. You can create your own voice changers as well.
Look, I'm just trying to
Change the
get
pitch.
sound bites.
Don't even download anything, bro. Like it's not worth
You
it.
show me how to record them.
Like everyone will tell you download files. Don't do it. It's stupid. You don't need to.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't I just record it from a source?
Right? And not take up the space and not have
What
to
does this
transfer
big
it.
record button do? I haven't tried that one yet.
It'll record. Whatever.
Whatever's going on. So I feel
yeah.
like when Casey says, "You're gonna make me trim,"
Well,
can just
you
hit
don't just
record
do it
while he's
because you
talking?
wanna put it to a certain thing. So like, that's what I did. I had Casey say it, but I was logged into like if you go on your different pads on the arrows below, you can go to a page that has nothing on it, and you can tap one of them on the touchscreen and add whatever you want. And that's where I would go add sound and then press record. And then
What source did you? We'll go over this later.
yeah, there is no source. It's just sound.
Because however I have it set up, whatever's playing on my computer does not come through the it doesn't come back through.
And we should be able to do some editing on your mic where you have no background noise.
I appreciate you
Yeah,
all.
no, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, Evan's still here?
Wherever you're watching
Shout out,
this,
Evan.
like and subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh my
Deal breaker MNQ.
I should not have figured that out. All right, 6,900 and these fibs up here at the bill breaker. I may try to fade this just for a little scalp. Boris, when if the US attacks Russia, things are going to be a lot different than Iran. Way different. But in general, most of the time, the initial conflict is a dip and then you buy it. I mean, you can look back at almost every conflict. Like when Russia-Ukraine kicked off, it sold off for like 36 hours and then just started crazy trend to the upside, all-time highs.
War is bullish.
War is definitely historically bullish for the market. What is this music?
When the bombs get to dropping, your portfolio's popping. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, what is it? You sell the bombs, buy the smoke.
Yeah, whatever. whatever works there. You seen those videos that are surfacing of like Iran in the 70s and 80s? That was a place to be. Back
Dude, yeah,
then.
I
That
saw
was
a
the
bunch
place
of
to
those
be.
back in the day.
Shit.
So like,
Let me go time travel real quick. That it looked amazing.
Dude, the Persia was an amazing place, an amazing like group of people,
Right.
whatever. The Persians were amazing
They
back
had
in
to
the day.
come
I
in
mean,
and
obviously
fuck it all up.
there's been historical stuff. Like we don't have to go that deep into it, but
No, I've just been seeing those videos. It's wild. Wow, we're gonna take out. Remember those relative equal highs I mentioned on Friday? We're here.
did we hit the gap fill yet?
We got filled. Oh,
No,
which one are you
the,
talking
the
about?
second one that we left. We load the indicator right here. 85, 84. Yeah. SPX at 6,900 right on top of that candle too. So back half of this candle, maybe you can get a little short scalpy.
I'm a little more. Yeah, I'm a little more short bias going like into tomorrow if this is where we're at. Tapping into these highs from last week.
I didn't even want to look at NU. Although undercut of the 200-day, I should probably buy more. It's a decent spot that it's in. I don't know. I'm still like holding off on just buying too much more of anything right now. I don't feel like we haven't like there's been a few names that have dipped enough, but I feel like the market hasn't dipped enough that I want to buy. Like I'm almost like, you know, just the simplistic Maple rule. Just wait till that fear and greed index hits like single digits and then just deploy everything.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
It's the easiest strat for investors.
Look at last year, April. You know, I mean, for any listeners, you know, that need convincing, I don't I don't benefit from it. I just learned it. Matchup when we see Extreme Fear sub 10 on spot IQs, your favorite Mag 7 name. Line that up on the chart and see how much money you could have made. Go back to April.
It's funny. I
think,
just
like 150 something, 151, 100% on Google in less than a year. That's nuts. Now again, right time, right place. Maybe luck's involved, but Fear and Greed Index was the reasoning.
I remember you saying it, and I was like that the Friday before we like bottomed over that weekend. Like I started buying on that Friday, and then I bought on Monday. I was buying more, and then that turned out to literally be like the low. And the Fear and Greed Index, I remember you saying was like 4.
Yeah, I was like, dude, we're gonna go to the negatives here. This is crazy.
Yeah, how much further can it go?
Yeah, and then when we're
With
at
at least
Extreme
that
Greed,
rubber
you get all the
band.
headlines. Oh, the market's fantastic. Everything's so healthy. Everyone's doing well. That's the best time for larger
sell,
participants in the
sell.
market to dump on your head.
Like if I feel like anybody, like both for trading and investing, if you can, or active investing, I guess we should say, if you can just learn the like flip of that psychology of when everyone's freaking out, buy, and when everyone's getting all excited to sell. It's almost like the you go to Thanksgiving and your cousin's telling you how much he's up on Bitcoin, and you're just like, okay, like top's in. And then the next year, like he's quiet. He doesn't even bring it up.
Yeah, exactly.
And on it, like, or like, when things hit, I remember like a couple summers ago when we were like at all-time highs, and like the market was just ripping, and like there was like a bunch of people was like, hey, I just the market's doing crazy. I think I'm gonna start putting a lot of money in there and stuff. I've got some, I just sold my house or something. And I was like, yeah, you're probably buying the top right here. Like that's just,
Yeah.
or at least the
Mhm.
local top, like not the top, but you know what I mean?
Oh
Local
yeah,
top.
near it. You're gonna get some maybe later end higher highs mixed in there, but when you start
Yeah,
seeing texts from your family, hey, did you see this?
exactly.
It's over, man. It's time to set a trailing stop
Back
and
it up.
yep, wait to redeploy.
Yeah.
PLTR, I mean, same
We're
thing. Like everyone wanted 200. I was a buyer 100, 110, 120s. Once you start seeing everyone's super bullish on it, that is the fear and greed playing back and forth. I think and also, I mean, I'm rereading Trading in the Zone again for I don't know, the 20th time. But Mark Douglas is talking about, how technical analysis is derived from, a collective finite number of traders given each and every single day, and all of their actions displayed on the chart, coming from their emotions, and I think most traders would excel or progress in some form or fashion if they started to look at the market as a dialogue between longs and shorts, or bears and bulls, however you want to frame it, to give you more insight as to what is valuable in the market, right? Like for me, I got stuck in a little bit of a greedy short near the 10-minute 20. They bought it there last time, right? That's technical analysis. Shorts were greedy. I took a loss on it, and longs made money because they were afraid of the fact that 20 may fail and sell off. So even right now on gold, I'm kind of stuck here on this big push up. Longs feel greedy. I feel a little greedy on it. We're in profit slightly, but continuation is only going to come from that fear of sellers covering and pushing the ask higher.
Yeah, you just inverse the like social sentiment of like people. It's if you remember, I mean, crypto last fall was a great example. Just pure, what is it like? It's beyond euphoria. That's the term. When you get to the euphoria stage, that's when like, hey, you start selling stuff because like your upside at that point is decently capped. Now, I mean, I hear the people that say, if you buy all time highs, usually you see more all-time highs and stuff like that. Like I get that, but it all depends on like your time frame and how active of an investor or trader you are. So like there's both side, but when Jim Bob calls me and he's, ready to, deploy all his, inheritance money. It's like, okay, I seen that S&P was moving up.
Oh, I believe the same. I mean, I think the more obvious something is, I mean, the stronger the indication that we're late to the move. The move has already happened. Why be so bullish or bearish? So extended from value places.
Exactly. I even remember, like, a lot of people talk about whenever you see turn on CNBC and you see markets in turmoil, it's usually a buy sign. I remember seeing Telemundo talking about the stock market one day, and I was like, "Gosh, the bottom has to be in if it made it all the way to Telemundo." Elon Musk, X, and XAI plan to pay back $17.5 billion of debt. They're really trying to get that IPO. You have a decent risk reward short here against this area. 50-day on SPY, SPX, and 6,900, middle of the range. Who's the most hungover out of y'all right now? Is it tie-dye Crocs guy still sleeping? Is the tie-dye Crocs guy still sleeping? Like when SpaceX IPOs, I will not be surprised if Rocket Lab, ASTS, like all those space stocks hit like a euphoric top. It may take like a month or so after. I know, it'll be interesting to watch, but I do think that SpaceX IPO will be the top of a lot of the space stocks for a little while. Pokemon top is in because traders are getting involved. That's probably a fair statement. If you're a good trader, you're a bad lover. Boris, I don't know which traders you've been with, but I don't know if you can just generalize that. Do y'all think this is a tough market for your average Joe?
I don't think it's a tough market for your average Joe. I think it's a tough market for even experienced people personally.
I like that take because
I've had a hard time simply just like not doing anything. I haven't found anything I like at all in this market. You open up today again, just fucking fly, dude. 9:30 a.m. open, just boom,
the longer you sit in a range, the tougher it is to do nothing. Like your natural, like human instinct that you have to be doing something. You've been conditioned in your entire life, through school, through jobs, through everything, that you're supposed to be doing something all the time. And in trading, you're supposed to not be doing something a lot of times. So it's like you feel like I'm not doing anything. I need to be doing something. And that's what makes like the psychology forces you to like take a bad trade. You feel like I have to be doing something.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say you're alone. I've been having a hard time, whether it's like any trades I am taking are not really going my way lately, or just like simply just sitting waiting for what I actually want. And on top of it, I see like so many of the people like I even look up to in the trading world that doing the same, man. Like it's all good. But you have to manage your risk. You can't be fucking blowing shit in environments that aren't setting up for you, right?
It all depends like what style you trade and stuff, of course, but like this market, because of all the different things that have happened and the fact that tech itself, like your Mag 7 since November, they've been all over the board. Half of them going towards all-time highs, half of them under 200, the 200-day moving average. The Nasdaq's literally not gone anywhere since October. I mean, from October till now, I mean, we're in March at this point. You think about that, you're 4.5, 5 months of nothing is pretty I mean, that's pretty brutal for any trader. And there's obviously been pockets of the market that have been doing well here and there. So you can find opportunities, but like the market as a whole has gone nowhere in months. And that's kind of why I went down the road I went down with my explanation, was like there's just like too many people are trying to play that breakout. We talked about this about an hour or two ago with Will a little bit too.
Yeah.
But it's been tough to just trade what's in front of you and just trade what the market's been doing, which is holding the range and going back towards the middle, making a big move and then retracing it to the middle. And then, you know, just traversing like one side to the other. This is balance. This is what happens when the market is in balance, and it has nothing that's going to take it out of balance either direction right now.
Yeah, and sometimes like I don't know. I feel like sometimes you get in these kind of spots where, like, even me, like this morning, or like multiple mornings in the past like week or so, I've had like the correct bias, correct thought process, but just haven't gotten the entry that I take every single time that I take a trade, you know, and that's okay. A lot of people look down on it and be like, that sucks. Well, trade something as consistent as I do and you'll run into the same fucking problem. It's the way it goes sometimes. Every strategy is going to have times where maybe isn't giving you as many triggers as it was a few weeks ago or a few months ago, or, you know, you're in a little bit of a loss streak, whatever it is. You have to survive it though.
Yeah. So
That's the
you have to get, and you'll figure this out, but like, you'll see that you'll have times where you have 3 weeks where you can do no wrong. And then you have 3 weeks where like, you just can't get on the right side of the market. Sometimes it's,
And that's
1 week,
okay, but you got to make sure that time when you're not on the right
to-
side, you're staying alive, you know,
During-
and keeping your profit.
during the 3 weeks where just everything's working for you, you have to like just keep your head level. And then whenever you hit that rough patch of trading, you have to be able to survive that. So you have to take smaller losses in that period than obviously than the win. Like you have to have bigger wins and losses. You have to be able to survive that. I know a lot of people that they'll have, you know, a red month trading, and then they'll have, you know, 3 green months in a row, and they'll have like a whole month where they're just red. It all depends on what, you know, how you trade and stuff, but that's actually very common.
The fact that some traders will look at a P&L that has 2 to 3 straight red months and the rest are killing it and they're off, like put off by that, is shocking. But that just tells you the majority of retail, the thought process there. It's not a long-term game for them majority of the time, right? It's the short term, let me get a payout, versus let me actually make consistent money the whole year. To do that, you might have to endure 2-3 red months. Happens.
A couple comments here that I'm seeing. I like this one from B Serrano. My once proven close my eyes and buy strategy hasn't been working lately. A lot of people that probably got into trading in the last, you know, 6 months or so, or maybe the last year, they're you know, since last summer,
They're gonna have a rude awakening at some point.
yeah, you have like, you need to go through different markets as you develop as a trader. You have to go through these different market cycles, and you'll learn from each time. That's earlier in the stream, I was giving an example of there was it was like spring of 2023, and all I remember is that they were like worried that the government might have a shutdown or something, but we went sideways for a month, and I kept getting wrecked, and like I would like catch a decent move, and then for the next like 2-3 days or whatever, it would just like revert right back to the middle, kind of like what we're doing now. And I just kept like I was trying to play both sides at one point. I was like, okay, well, it didn't go higher, so it's going to break lower. And then it didn't break lower. Okay, well, it's going to go higher. And I was just on the wrong side over and over because I kept trying to force something that wasn't there. And then the other one that I gave was June, July of 2024. VIX at 12, slow, grindy all-time highs, and trying to trade that. And I, I was like, okay, this is a different market setup right now than other times. VIX is very low. We're grindy at all-time highs. There's no real fear to this market for it to sell off or anything. And if you kept trying to say, well, the market's overextended or whatever, like you just kept getting destroyed. So like you go through different market cycles, you start to learn how to trade different environments. So like your strategy can be your strategy, but there are small tweaks that, in my opinion, you can make, based on VIX, based on, if you're trending or in balance or where you've come from, what the market's been doing. And if there's what kind of catalysts are in the market that could reprice it. Like right now, I look at this and I say, okay, you don't really have any big earnings coming up anytime soon. Maybe you have some data that could change stuff, but until then, what really changes what we're doing? The market seems to be happy where it's priced in right now in this balance until something changes that. U.S. military have struck over 1,250 targets in Iran since the start of the operation on Saturday. The number of Iranian hacking groups dwindled to 17 from 150. Iran's foreign minister, Araghchi, I don't know how to pronounce that. Tehran is not in war with regional countries. So even though the missiles are launched at some of these other Gulf states, they're trying to reiterate they're not at war with any of them. The U.S. CENTCOM, the Iranian regime now has 0 ships in the Gulf of Oman, down from 11.
Battleship.
Destroyer sunk. Dude, I used to love that game. It's Hormuz, Strait of Hormuz, and it is not fully closed. Based on the reports I saw, most of the tanker ships and stuff in that area were just what do you call it? They were just holding and not traversing through there. They tried to run up before this a little bit, get some of the shipments through, and then a lot of it had to do with the international shipping insurance. So they have to carry this risk insurance, and I think the insurance companies are basically telling them hey, you can't go into this, we'll cancel your policy if you go travel through there right now. But if all 11 of the Iranian ships that were over there are no longer there, David, this is a great comment. You have to know how to lose, and it's probably the hardest. By far, for me, it's been the hardest part of my trading journey. Especially coming from a sports background, and I know some of these other guys grew up playing some sports and stuff. Casey and myself, we've talked a lot about sports. I know even Frank, he a high level baseball player, and that piece that's ingrained in you to never give up, to try harder, to give more effort. and then turn around and get into trading and like have to counter that, that was the hardest adjustment for me. That's still my hardest like fight. This is also a thing, and that I think it happens to a lot of traders early in their career. It happened to me. Finding early success can be one of the toughest things to get straightened out after the fact, because you just get this confidence. You're like, hey, this is easy, and then you start to size up, and you really haven't earned the right to size up. You heard, Maple talking about earning that the right to size up and in your trades and stuff, and getting that early success is, I mean, it's a detriment to a lot of people. It was to me. I mean, I remember like early in my options trading career, I've told this story a few times, but I traded this. Arrival was the ticker, ARVL, and I had 1,000% return on that. And I was like, oh, this options trading is awesome. And then I just started throwing darts at the wall everywhere, and I did not understand options well enough yet, and I sized up too quick on a bunch of different things, and that account got blown up pretty quickly. Luckily, I was smart enough that it wasn't a large account, so like I knew I wasn't like gonna just ruin myself or anything, but I still got overconfident and was like, oh, this is this is easy. And then I had a rude awakening that summer. Directional intraday trader, the 17 to 22 VIX with no reversals has been beautiful for me. Yeah, so like honestly, this last like trading in these ranges, I don't personally trade well at all-time highs. I trade very well in scenarios like this where we're in a balance. Now, once we're in a balance for multi months, it does get a little bit tougher, just because you just like, okay, you knock on a door enough times, like one of them's eventually going to bust. But I've probably had one of my February, I think, was my best month I've ever had, period, across the board. But that's just because of how I trade, and it's how all the mistakes I made on the way to get here. Thinking about going long on the corn, the Bitcoin. I mean, I see a scenario that you take Bitcoin back up to like 74. But I also, I look at this and I don't just absolutely love it. I mean, it does look like it's trying to, curl, but I've seen this pattern roll off a table plenty of times. You're rejecting the same areas at 70 over and over and over. You're still underneath like the 21 EMA. I mean, I would love for it to come up here so I could short it again. The faster it does that, I think the better. $70, I mean, you're 50 right here, like 77, 78. So maybe that, I mean, I don't know. I think something would have to change around Bitcoin and liquidity and like the narrative. I mean, to me, this just looks like you're just gearing up for another leg. But I mean, it is holding an interesting level. So I don't know, you can get really deep into Bitcoin analysis with all the 4-year cycle stuff and the money supply and all that. But I can just tell you, just based on price action, when risk on things start to bounce and Bitcoin doesn't, that makes me nervous. I would love for Bitcoin to shoot up to 72 to 74, 75 quickly, because I think it would be a beautiful short. I do think you can probably be short right here too on NQ and ES. What level do you have marked for the top of this SPX gap we're in? It goes a little bit higher. So the 6900 is a huge level positioning wise. And here, let me show you the daily real fast on SPX. So you see the 50-day right at that high, 6900 is also the 50-day moving average, which I have in orange. And then all these other, this is the 20 simple, the 9 and 21 EMAs, they're all right here. So like big traffic, but the actual 6908-ish, 6909 is your actual gap fill. So when you see like we gap down from here to here, we have not traded back to that spot just yet. Doesn't mean we have to right away. You know, eventually you typically fill a lot of these gaps. Like for example, some gaps never get filled, some take a long time to fill. So there's a gap sitting down here from December 17th to 18th that has not been filled. Probably will get filled at some point, but there's gaps like you go all the way back to like the tariff lows. There's gap ups from down there that haven't filled and may or may not ever fill. You can go back, if you go back far enough in your chart and you look at some of the bottoms, you'll see some gaps that have never filled. But in this type of gap downs usually do get filled at some point or another. But because of that other analysis, I do think this is I mean, look, in your 2 15-minute highs right here, I think you're going to get a pull in. What time is it? Power hour? Power hour. Boy, just wait till Jordan teaches me how to actually get sounds on this thing. I bet Casey shorted it and just didn't tell anyone.
Absolutely.
I know he's short. Didn't even text the group chat either. What a selfish jerk. All right. Ocean Network Express CEO is talking about, I guess was somehow with this container ship type of stuff. He's saying it's another black swan event. About 10% of the container ship global fleet is caught up in this. 100 of the roughly 750 ships backed up around the Strait of Hormuz are container vessels. I don't know. Headline was big enough that it made it to the news squawker, so we'll leave it there. Sirens sounding in Kuwait right now. Could also be interesting if you see like tonight into tomorrow things start to pick back up in. JT, you think the bottom's in on IGV? Software's got a bottom in it. I mean, it's a tough call, but you look at these lows. Oh, you look at these lows here, and then same spot, right? So chart-wise, not a bad spot, at least for a relief bounce, you know, especially when this has happened. Now, obviously, there you have a narrative issue around that. AI is just, you know, able to do so much of the stuff that these software companies do. So like you can get very intricate with the arguments there, but I think you're more than likely you will get more relief in this. Or worst case scenario, like the rest of the market may start selling off, but this has already been beaten so up so much it may it may get a little choppy, but I actually like the software bet. Amcor. Senator disclosed a purchase in AMKR. Iraqi armed groups claim responsibility for attacks on U.S. bases. I wonder if Iraqi armed groups just means it's like little cells that are over there. Are you bullish or bearish on ES from here? That is a really tough thing to answer. For two main reasons. You're in an uptrend today. The market is trending upward today. It just trended upward straight into big resistance. So you tell me, what do you do? Are you going to fight the trend? Or are you going to try to long into it? Like, I really think your answer should be probably neither. I would be neither to bearish right here. JT, I would love. Ooh, big candle. Big candle. Big candle. Big candle. What's hold on. Iran's Revolutionary Guards commander says Strait of Hormuz is closed. And that responsibility for the attacks. So that's just possible. Yeah. We will target any ships that plan to pass through Strait of Hormuz. IRGC. We'll target any ship that attempts to pass through. There we go. That's what we needed to get selling. There we go. Now we can short. Oh, yes. Wreck it. I don't know how far this can actually sell off to, but wreck it back to 900. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I took the L on NQ. Right now, gold pushing 11-point gain. See if we hit VWAP 365 area.
Wouldn't surprise. Yeah, oil's getting a big pump here too. Gold. Probably get a bid in those two. Come on, sell this thing. Get us back to like IB high at least. And here's the other thing on the ES. If you just look ES SPX, you look at the 6,900 resistance point. That's the biggest point of resistance. You've trended all day into it. that was probably your best risk reward to go short today. Just be careful this thing doesn't fly back after a news headline reaction. For those that maybe left for a minute, a couple big headlines. One, Iraqi armed groups claim responsibility for attacks on U.S. bases in Kuwait. The other, the bigger one, you just had the IRGC, which is the Iranian Revolutionary whatever Guard. Strait of Hormuz is closed, and we will target any ship that attempts to pass through. So that, I mean, I can't remember the exact numbers on this. The oil guys know it much better, but a large percentage of the world's global oil supply travels through there daily. Plus, it's you also just have to think about escalation fears. Did I just minx the market? Here we go. Right. It's 970, probably a good spot to trim here. Your IB high is 946. Your 30-minute orb high was what, 900? But it's probably a good trim spot right here. Overextended tick to the downside right now. That makes sense. But a lot of your charts are rolling with this. You're almost at VWAP on SPY and QQQ as well. Something to watch. I mean, just underneath that last wick. So basically where IB high is, you hit IB high on yes. So I don't know. I'm hoping to trim into this and then try to ride down some runners back to 900 and 860s. Pretty decent sized order sitting right down underneath us here. Wouldn't be surprised if they just hold it here, stop in profit. Come on, drop it. I need a sound for that. I want to see new low of day. Holy bro. Can you imagine if we dropped? How far would that be? We just went red on the day. There's a lot of volume behind these two candles, by the way, on SPY and QQQ. I need to record Frank saying rugged. Paper Gain says he's waiting for more down. I'm waiting for more downside. Just because when I weigh out the thesis of up versus down versus sideways, the strongest argument I can make is a little bit more downside. You can't really make an upside argument, and then I can make the range bound audience. All personnel at the U.S. Embassy in Jordan have temporarily departed the embassy compound in Amman due to a threat. There we go. There's IB high. There's a trim spot. Good trim right there, 950. 940 is a level as well. Now you find out if it falls apart. SPY is on VWAP. QQQ is, I mean, that wick is basically VWAP right there. You've also got Microsoft on VWAP, Google just underneath it, NVIDIA above. Let's see, Amazon right there as well. Tesla's right there. Apple. Yeah. Open the gates.
Open the gates of hell.
Does that sound cool? I have no idea what it sounds like because I can't hear myself.
I'm long MNQ, fake out breakout.
I like it.
Ooh. Turning green. There you go. Boom. 40-point gain. Sold half.
Big bounce. Is that all you get though? Surely. Where's VWAP on futures? Way lower. Wow, U.S. oil. Was there just a headline on oil or something? That's crazy. What does that move? The other things I forget sometimes is that we get the news faster than like almost everyone. So a lot of times, like you get a reaction like later, and other like news has already come out. That's crazy. U.S. oil. What a candle. What a bounce on IB high there.
Cut remainder gold and profit.
See if there's any other the other thing is like this sold off pretty hard, but we just heard earlier that they don't even have like a naval fleet. Like they would just have to launch, unless they have some, mines or something they can try to get out there somehow, but I don't even know how they would do it. Unless they're just going to launch missiles at random civilian tanker ships coming through there. I don't see any other headlines popping up right now. Well, that was a decent trade. Probably get stopped out. And if you look at SPY and QQQ, both came right off of VWAP on that too. It's interesting. Well, Troy, I mean, from what I mean, you just go by what the reports are from the U.S. that we took out 11 of their ships. Like, I don't, and like in the Gulf of Oman, I don't know how many ships they have left. I mean, yes, they have drones, yes, they have ballistic missiles and stuff, but I'm just saying, like, if they were trying to actually close the strait, like they would need more than just being able to shoot missiles. Oof, oof. Oh, gold is crazy right now. It's just these 1 minute candles are insane. Come on. Drop it low, girl. Oh, it looks like they're buying it back up.
I'm gonna take another ladder MNQ long, Bobo.
There's really not many resting orders on either side to try to get a read on the book map. I just think most of your big players have already fought for positioning today. David said, "I'm fast as boy."
You won't believe what I just watched. Gosh. You ever seen a guy smoke the hottest pepper in the world?
Smoke it?
Smoke it, dude. I'm talking straight rip to the face, too. Crazy. First thing on my For You page.
Iran is saying we won't let oil leave the region. IRGC
Yeah.
advisor.
Ryan,
He
you gotta watch this.
smoked it like a joint, or like
No.
smoked it like cooking.
Neither.
Okay.
Like smoked it like a joint, but not a joint.
Oh, and
Yeah,
a
what
bong?
Fenster said in the chat. Yeah.
Bro, just gravity bonging a pepper is crazy. Like that is.
I sent it to you. I don't know if that guy's still alive. We might have to check with Grok. Somebody might have already commented that actually.
Oh, I hope he is.
Grok, what happens to your lungs when you do this?
What do you even?
That's not good. I don't know. My For You.
Oh wait,
page
I
is
have
wild.
seen this.
So I'm not the only crazy one.
How did he even catch? Like, how did he even light this thing? You only live once. Yeah, that's the whole point, sir.
He's like, retirement's a bitch.
He said retirement's a bitch.
Anyone want to hit me with the link? Gosh, let's see. Just go to
I
my.
love how he goes back for the second hit.
He clears it, dude. He
He's
cleared
like
it.
dying. He's dying the first time, and he still goes back for that second.
Bro,
Clear.
he had to clear it, dude. Like,
Hey, mama didn't raise no punk.
yeah. I've never seen something like that. That's crazy.
Anyone want to hit him with the link?
I got him. Yeah, enjoy that video.
Come on, sell this stupid market. Anyone remember Shoe Nice?
Shoe nice. 50 micros long.
Oh yeah, get fired up.
Oh yeah. Real fired up.
Gold scalped or high here.
That is a solid 0.300K. Look, I saw Apex with all these new rules. I have not looked into it, Jordan. Have you looked
Bro,
into it?
you're probably you might I said to Evan today, I was like, that might actually get some Apex accounts now with the way they're running. So they switched it from 8 minimum days to 5. You have 0 profit split. You get 100%. You can have up to 20 accounts, and you can have all those accounts be end of day drawdown accounts now. And you can get them 90% off right now if you use
The
code
end of day
WolfX.
was like the biggest. I mean, that was the trailing drawdown was the biggest reason why I just never liked Apex. And then obviously there's some of the other.
You still might have to, depending on your trading style. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they'll like any of the snorkeling stuff, you know. But
Oh, well, I heard that they. I
could
heard
always
that
try
they.
it.
No, I heard that part of the thing was they weren't really doing that anymore.
well, there
Like
you go.
that's I don't know. The thing was I saw like every
All you can do
influencer
is try
possible
it.
posting it last night. So whenever I see everyone posting something, I feel like I'm getting got somehow.
Yeah. I think it's worth it to at least try one. See if you like it with the new rules, and
I
if
probably
not,
will.
then
I mean,
you know you don't. But
like,
I would
I
try it
can
because
use-
you can get up to 20, and I know you would love to have like a little more
I
to
gotta
play
figure
with
out,
in one account.
I gotta figure out how to do copy trading on Tradeovate if I'm gonna do that with Apex. But I mean, I can
recommend
just
Trade
use
Syncer.
code. Well, I can use WolfX, the code at Apex, and what
Yes,
the 150K was like, what, $60 or something?
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I know the 50K, it's like $29 plus activation. There are activation fees on those accounts.
Did anybody get short up there at the top? Just question mark.
I think
Yeah.
Amp was.
Yeah,
KC and me both silently did it and didn't tell anyone.
yeah. I got shorted 0675 in ES and 09075 in the NQ.
Well, we talked about that 1600 SPX.
Yep, absolutely. Big gamma call wall there. Ran right into it and got stuffed. I don't know. I mean, there's obviously some stuff on the oil ripped back. Did you get?
There's
the
been a lot of
trade
headlines.
is closed and will target any ships that attempt to pass through. Did you guys read that headline? I'm sure.
Yeah, we hit all those, and there was another one
Won't
around.
let oil leave the region.
Yeah, there's been multiple. Iran's security official Isfahan, 47 people killed in the province since the start of the American-Israeli war on Iran. Hey, I tell you what, the propaganda from both sides has been pretty good. Like, just if you take out the,
That's war for you. Yeah.
take out the, just focus on the propaganda side of things, it's been pretty impressive how both sides of frame stuff here.
You just love to feed you shit, huh?
$60 for 150K on Apex with code WolfX. That's amazing.
Boom. Let's go.
Make sure you use code WolfX.
Let's go. I need that sound effect right now. I'll be back.
Which one? It's like Little John. He says, "Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know." And then 95 for activation. I don't know. I was seeing our boy Brett Simba over at Treatify. He was kind of putting some things into perspective, and I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting too, actually. The monthly fees got to you, Jarrett? Well, that's what I think they changed a whole lot. Of, like, I need to dig into the rest of it. I saw it last night while all this other stuff was going on, and I was trying to reorganize my office, and I just said, I'll check it out one of these days. Plus 410 on the day, given the day it's been. Happy with it? Yeah, absolutely, DP. I think that's a win.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people with blown accounts today that wish they were up $410,
Yes.
or even down $410.
I gotta figure out how to log back into Apex. I don't remember. I got too many accounts.
Come on, let's get one more leg down here.
Yeah, push it.
Give us one more headline.
I kind of feel like this could just be, I don't know, like a dead cat bounce today, and they roll this thing over tomorrow. Time will tell.
I'm not getting that sound effect. Sounds like crap.
Now you got a trend line in ES here on like an hourly. It's like 6850 ES would be a nice little spot. Another 20, 30 points. Or do we build out a right shoulder on the 5 minute, do a little head and shoulders, little action?
Jordan, you know which one I want to get? The one that Paper used to have?
Which one?
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh my gosh.
I never hit so hard.
That's a good one.
Kevin in the chat, for option game, I use Spot Gamma. If you're asking about where you get the Gamma profiles. And actually, what's his name from Spot Gamma was on last night reviewing that, so I was tuned into that, checking that out. But Spot Gamma's got some good stuff. Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, you look at a lot of the they just go back to the dailies and go to the majors. Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, Google. I mean we rallied off these lows, but like nothing's even really above the 9 period. They're all below the daily 9. Amazon, Broadcom, AMD, all of them.
I don't know. Backtest to the 50 from the underside on the S&P and possible escalation going on does not make me think I want to go home long. Like
No, thank you.
I think most market participants are probably not going to want to do that.
So I gotta figure out in setup TradeAV order page.
Fobo trying to play out. I mean, I'd like to see previous day high. There's only like 25 minutes left. Maybe we see something after hours, 15, 20 minutes after.
Active evals. Access simulation.
What is Phobo? It's like Fubu. It's a
Fubu.
jacket instead of a shirt.
Missed that one. Nobody's from the Midwest.
That
Remember
Fubu and the Kuji.
Bro, that South Pole from Coles.
Oh man,
South
we bust
Pole.
out the echoes too. Okay.
Oh, don't make me pull the echoes out.
No, but Phobo, it's a fake out breakout. So I went long initially there at 60. Why? Because you see price broke the pivot, and any buys underneath the pivot is a liquidity sweep. So it breaks out, but it fakes out those sellers. They get trapped. They have to cover on top of themselves just a little bit. Now, you could see another lower high. I see a potential of a head and shoulder, but again, it's the end of the day. I'm not really expecting much here. But just like earlier, I kind of forced along at the highs there, but it broke out over high of day, over 76. Any short entry over that pivot at 76 was perfect for a short.
Dashboard. Active evals. I gotta look at what are the rules for I did it last night for Apex. I didn't even really look at them.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the new ones.
I think like end of day is 2 days to pass, so like 50% consistency. Trailing still is 1 day. 5-day payout. I think the biggest thing, right? A lot of the changes are great. No monthly recurring sub or anything, but the only thing people are griping about is the daily loss limit on a lot of the end of day kind of trailing, or an end of day drawdown, excuse me. So I think for like the 150, it might be like 2K daily loss limit.
Tight.
And then I think on the 50K, it might be 1,000 if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you guys are going to be blowing less accounts, but if traders are oversizing or over trading, you're going to get locked out pretty quick.
That's how you blow accounts, is oversizing right there. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
that.
And so, and like, that's why
That's
I think
true
this
on
is a
every
great
account.
step in the right direction for Apex, because no one can go buy an account and in 5 minutes, we've all done it. Let's be honest. 5 minutes, blow the account, right? You're going to get daily locked out. And the account lives to trade another day.
Yeah, and honestly, when it comes to prop trading, like that's what prop trading really should be. I know everybody wants to get rich quick and everything, but the whole point of prop firm trading is to develop as a trader.
It's consistency.
So having some type of rails on people like makes sense.
Yeah. We're bowling with bumpers, guys.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like it. Bowling with bumpers.
I like the little dinosaur shoot that you just push the ball down.
Yeah. Oh, man.
DP used to rock the South Pole.
85% of them. I might just buy another couple accounts. I don't know how do you link them all together? I don't even know how to do that.
That's a Jordan question, or
You can go to Tradeovate. They got a built-in copier there.
Depends
It's
if
pretty
you
good.
use different prop firms together or not. But if you're using, if you're just
Unless
buying
you
like
really-
Apex accounts and you want to group those together, you could just group them together on Tradeovate. Like,
I gotta learn how to do.
If you do like different prop firms, like you have
yeah,
two
I'm
from
trading different
Apex
prop
and
firms at
two
the
from
same time.
Tradeify,
So
whatever. Then you have to use like a third party one, right?
unfortunately,
Which
What do you?
I always hear I hear good things about them while they work, but I always hear horror stories around those. Like Minx has had so many problems with the different trade copiers.
Well,
Maxed out draw,
I see
dude.
why though. Like especially with Minx's style, like if a minor glitch happens, it might be her whole trade. Whereas like for me, like if a minor glitch happens, sometimes it'll happen. If I'm in profit though, and it like glitches out a little bit, it's not going to glitch me out enough to where it like takes me out of profit or something. So I don't have too much of an issue with it personally. Like every once in a while, I'll have like some sort of issue, maybe a little bit of slippage on a super volatile candle, but I don't know. I really don't have too many
It's
issues.
like
But
some things would close out, some things wouldn't. Like I don't know.
They tell
But
you
it's
in
like
the
once
app
in
to
a-
every time like you get taken out of a trade, go over to the trade copier and flatten all, no matter
Flat
what.
ball, yeah.
Yeah, they tell you to do it just in case there are any issues. So
5 days. Oh,
I
so
just
the-
passed a 50K. It says eval. but
50
it means
cal.
eval. Well, it said eval instead of eval. Let's get that 50
he passed
cal.
50K because now he's got 50K available.
That 50 cal.
Yeah, hit the horn. Yeah, there we go.
Yours was all
There you go.
quiet. There it is. Oh, that's just loud.
Don't mess with me, bro. I got this. Hey, I'll run this thing up. No, congrats, big congrats. We celebrate wins in this channel for everyone. So huge congrats. W's in the chat. We celebrate wins. We celebrate payouts. We celebrate past accounts. We're all here to win together. I see this next one. Marky Low. Apex has banned me from eval buying because I'm profitable. Good. They should. If you're profitable, you shouldn't be buying evals anymore. You should be trading a live account.
All right, I'm
You
going to do
should be
another.
staying
What's
in
the
the
wolf
same
code?
funded one.
Wolf X?
Wolf X. If you're on
Let's do it.
Apex Wolf X.
I'm going to do I'm going to add 100K, or why not?
Why not?
See if
Group
I can
them
run
together.
this by the end of the day.
Hold on, I gotta throw W's in the chat. I gotta jump on my other W's in the chat.
Dude, for $40, like what am I-
Boom. I only have like 4 sounds, so I just gotta make them fit with whatever. They don't move you to live. Apex doesn't move people to live.
No, I mean, they say they're gonna move you to live, and then you're just in limbo.
In limbo.
And then
I
what?
don't know. I haven't had to move to live
like a
with them.
silent ban. Yeah.
I was gonna say they just made a post about and posted this dude's picture saying congratulations on being moved to Apex Live. Like,
That's crazy.
Oh no, I've done a lot of the
crazy.
prop firm live accounts though, guys, and like they're great, but at that point, if you're making consistent money, it's okay.
open
Like,
up your own.
I say open up one, and like I trade a live account now as well, but like I'm always gonna trade prop firms too because it's just leverage, right? But
Have you opened your own live account?
so I'm gonna open an amp. I have a bunch of the lives just from I have a live on my funded.
Nick?
Right. Well, like I'm saying, you have your own live account?
No, so
Open.
I wanna open up an amp soon. I know we were talking about it. I'm gonna
What
do that soon.
what
Active
platform
eval.
are you gonna trade on?
Trading View, but I'm gonna
Trading
use
View?
amp.
I'm going to see if I can rug this account by the end of the day. Hold on.
Yeah, it'll be.
did you guys grab any
Trading View
Apex
Yeah,
accounts?
I just did another one. I did one for
I haven't yet, but
50K and 100K.
So
See if I can pass it. I already have one
So-
trade.
I haven't bought it. I haven't gotten any yet
has it.
though.
So if I'm not mistaken, all right. So for the 50K account, right
He's
there
cutting out.
is.
It's just me.
Am I cutting out?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
Oh,
Okay.
you're good. Maybe it was
All right. For the 50K account, something like on Apex versus Tradeify. All right, I believe with Apex the account's cheaper, but then once you pass the account to activate it, that fee overall will now be more than what the 50K would have been on Tradeify getting it
Correct.
activated, getting it funded. That's correct, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you think about
But
it
the,
this way.
but the benefit is the 150Ks. That's where you save money.
Well, I think it comes out almost the same. But
You can also just get 20 and there's no profit split.
well,
It's
the
100%
problem
money yours.
Yeah, there's no profit split with Apex. The problem is like if you can consistently pass the accounts, obviously Tradeify is going to be cheaper. But if you're going to blow 3 to try to get 1 passed, then Apex is going to be cheaper because you're only
Yeah.
paying $60 each time instead of
Depends
whatever.
on how
100.
you're passing them.
Yeah, so if you buy 5 accounts and just start going crazy and you fell 3 or 4 of them to pass 1, obviously Apex is going to be a little bit cheaper in the long run.
Yeah.
Someone said the 150K, you get 6 payouts max. Yeah, so I saw a post that with the Tradeify like 150s and Apex 150s, that's where the main difference is for money wise speaking, for the cost of the account and then activating it, it'll be cheaper to get the 150K funded overall on Apex versus something like Tradeify. Versus Tradeify can be slightly cheaper than Apex due to the activation fees.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna float higher here. They're gonna try and float it up. They're gonna bear flag rug it.
So what for the 50K accounts, what's the max payouts?
Max payout on the 50K, I believe 2K.
Okay. 2K, yeah, someone
And
else
it's
just said
if-
2K.
Yeah, and you can have up to 20. That's with all of them, though.
I'm debating on grabbing some 150s.
I just did 100K.
I think your max payout on a 150 is going to be bigger, though.
8 minis, 80 micros. Ooh, nice. Just reading the rules.
I forget what it would be, though.
What do you say, Jordan?
I think your max payout on a 150K would be bigger than 2K, though.
Yeah, should be.
I want to trade some silver. Can we trade silver in there? Rug it like immediately. Trading details.
All right, let's see. Apex. Let's see. I think the only thing that take profit still lags behind with Apex right now is the profit split. That's what a lot of people are saying. They're like, how can Apex do this right now?
Dude,
How
they got-
the
they
real
gotta
question
do
is,
well, man. They're number one.
what's the percentage of people that are passing these?
You know, I was just talking
I have
about
no idea.
this in
Probably
the
not high.
stream, but average traders, they might pass 20% of them, right? But the ones that take it a payout, less than 5%. The amount of traders that are profitable, less than 1%.
That's crazy. So it sounds like it's a good thing to be selling these accounts because nobody ever passes them.
I mean, I look at it this way: it gives a trader a proving ground without having to put a ton of money up front. You know, I've taught a lot of traders over the course of my career, and so many
Better
of
than
them
blowing a $2,000 futures account.
they load up 30K to get over PDT trading options. They blow up. They can't get over PDT. They switch it to cash, and they continue to dwindle their options account. I mean, we've seen it.
You can still be
versus,
stupid,
like,
though. Like, there's no
trading with
doubt that
prop
people
firms.
are being crazy
Yeah.
out there with the prop
Trading
Can I
firms,
hold-
with prop firms is
Can I hold
insurance.
30K?
You know, I mean, if I have a bad day in the market and I'm trading a prop firm, these accounts, would I lose $60, $100
Right.
versus trading a live account, right?
Look, if you haven't
So,
seen
you know-
Apex financials, they're doing just fine.
Oh yeah,
Just fine. They can pay out that $1 million payout and they're still doing just fine.
yep.
All right,
mean,
I can't use my own code, so whose code should I use?
Wolfex. You know it.
All right, let's rock, paper, scissors, Jordan and Maple.
Look, buy one with Wolfex and one with Maple.
True. Okay. I can buy. I'm still debating. Do I want more 50s or do I want to get a 150? Like 2 or 3
I
of
think
them.
I think the 150 because the daily loss limit is 2K. So that, if we're being honest here, that's the new
Yeah.
50K.
Yeah. You
And
know
then
what?
you can
Since Maple
You lose
talked me
2.5
into it,
times.
I'm using code Maple right now since he talked me into it. Let's go.
There we go.
Code Maple.
You know, I mean, for the traders, just think about it this way. Like you wouldn't hop in your car and call your insurance company and cancel it and then go drive around, right? You wouldn't. You get in an
Well-
accident, it's gonna be super expensive.
Yeah.
Like-
You would if you're stupid, but
Yeah.
In the
And the
long
people that
run,
are undisciplined are going to lose money anyway from the beginning.
prop firms can be used as a tool for two things. One, to have as a side place of risk, and mainly to learn trading as without risking all of your own capital. Once you learn, it should be a stop on the destination to trading your own money. And then an auxiliary to, or a complement to, like a side dish to your own account. That should be the end goal, in my opinion, for everyone thinking about prop trading.
Agreed.
Someone said to get a 300K account. They are not offering that for the
MOC is out.
new ones.
What do we got for MOC? Hit it with us live.
Looks
Oh.
fairly small.
I don't think you can use your own discount code. I'd imagine you can.
Why wouldn't you, be
You,
able to?
no, you can't on a lot of. Well,
Someone in the
Like,
chat said I can use my code.
I don't think you can use your own discount code.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh,
I know on
There you go,
Tradeify.
30 point
I know on
gain,
Tradeify you
you
can.
long ladder. I sold half.
On Tradeify, you can use your own code.
No, I know you can't. Because
Oh,
like
okay, I
I
was
can't.
I'm
the one that signed
so
up-
mad. Dude.
I'm the one that signed up for the
Bro,
Wolf
what
code,
the
and I
fuck?
couldn't use code Wolf. I have to use somebody else's code if I buy Tradeify accounts.
Casey in his head was just like,
But it's because my email is connected.
That was so good.
That's why the smart thing would be is if you sign up for an affiliate under a different account, like a different email, like an entity or something. Rubio making a lot of comments.
yeah, I'm in full agreement. Sam.
Ooh.
And like you said, it's not like you can't like complement your
Oh my
accounts
God.
with prop as well. I mean, that's what the best are doing.
Oh yeah.
But the
this
goal
is
is to get to
Are we really just
trading your
gonna
own money.
close like right here flat on the
My
digits?
Apex freaking discount code. I need to go update it to my name because it's something stupid, like a bunch of letters and numbers. So dumb.
I forgot I left these limit orders in here.
All right, let's
Isn't
see if
that
this
great?
works. Oh, Apex doesn't allow you to use Amex,
Oh, dude, the fees are too high, bro.
bro. Come on.
Yeah, they don't like them
Yo.
fees.
Wow, are you
man.
just are you Amex mogging right now on the people?
I love it.
Wow.
love it.
You're
Amex
telling
mod?
me that you're not gonna buy prop accounts on your business credit card,
Always.
Dude,
bro?
I'm poor, sir. I don't have an Amex.
I think I have 3. Jordan talked me into the gold one. That was my
Yeah.
first one.
You know, hey, everybody talks about the platinum, and the platinum's dope. It's nice. Gold
not
is your
worth it.
best
I-
friend. Gold's the
not
best card, the best Amex card out there.
The
Here you
two
go,
worst
Jordy.
cards to have together is Amex Platinum and Chase Sapphire Reserve. Those two just.
There you go, Jordy. I got
yeah,
the blue.
look at this guy.
Yeah, I got all 3 right now.
Hook.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? That's stupid. I'm not gonna buy $100 worth of accounts. I can't write that shit off. I know I'm gonna blow them and just buy them again.
I got the Robin.
Is
Hood
I'll
one.
use
I was
code
gonna
Wolf
say, is
next
that the
time.
Robin card?
Careful! Don't
Oh,
put your
yeah.
don't put your numbers on the stream
3%.
now.
There's no, the Robin Hood card has no numbers.
That's good.
Here we go.
Amex Black
Previous
card.
high. This is my target from the fake out breakout. Concern for a golden zone interaction here. I think 61.8 fib is right above us at 40. But I like that head and shoulder look. Maybe you get a pump into the or after the close there to neckline 25,076.
Cooked them on the props today.
Fuck. Guess I gotta use my Apple card. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, black card's cool and all, but it's like for basically a special subset of people. Like,
What
the
black
average
card?
person is not getting an Amex black card.
American
Yeah,
Express?
Black card.
Yeah, American Express. It's like you got to be.
I turned down all the
Hey,
black
you gotta
cards.
pay
I don't
10
use them.
Gs to- 10 G's to get it. The American Express, and you got to spend $250K a year.
Yeah, it's not like
So
the average
dumb.
person is not doing that, and so that's why I say the gold is the absolute best Amex.
Fuck is my Apple card? How did I
But the
lose
black
this?
is obviously lit. But almost
Like if you're talking like the black
nobody
card,
average is getting that.
the luxury card, black card, that one's not that good, honestly.
You can be an average motherfucker and have an Amex Gold. Like everybody thinks it's so special. You can be the most average motherfucker and have an Amex Gold. I got an Amex Gold after 6 months of having credit ever in my life.
I think
I've
the best
never-
cards to carry: Costco City, Chase
Costco,
Reserve,
see?
Okay. Chase Freedom.
Chase Reserve's great.
Unlimited, and then you can stack the points and transfer them to the reserve card.
Yep, Freedom Unlimited is great.
And what else I got?
My guy Will knows.
Express Platinum, but
Yeah.
I just use mostly the whatever the United Airlines Chase card is.
oh,
Ocho said I got a Gas Buddy card. There we go.
I don't, and
It's the
I've
real
never
value
even
in this
thought-
economy.
I don't know. Maybe I grew up around poor people, but I never knew anyone that talked about having an Amex like it was a flex or anything.
I didn't either. That's why I wanted it. I wanted to break
not
out the
such a
chain,
bad-
break the chain.
Oh, like
in
it
the
wasn't
family.
no, like it wasn't even a flex or like a cool thing.
Well,
Where
when I
where
come
grew up.
from very poor family
That's
credit
LA.
history, it's definitely a very good thing.
I mean, I don't see where Amex is a flex. So
not at all. You're paying.
It's really not.
It's not
That's
really.
the whole thing. Anybody can get it.
yeah, you know I had
Everybody
an
just
Amex
thinks
at
you
one
can.
point. I had a Delta Airlines one, and if you go international, like a lot of places don't accept Amex, so it was kind of pointless.
They send it to people in their 20s, younger. I got it when I was smack dab 18. Crazy.
Listen, the ES on the 5 minute looks like if we turn down to the right would be a head and shoulders. Let's see. Tesla late day ripper candle here.
We used to get MLC numbers. I use financial juice.
Tesla. So when you have market on close, right? You have people that have to put in orders earlier in the day, and then they all go through at the end of the day, paired off like market made. Well, anybody that if they run a bigger fund and they say, "Hey, we're buying Tesla at the 200 day," it touched the 200 day this morning. It makes sense that those people all put in a bunch of orders here that got filled here at the end of the day.
That is correct.
So
Is support maybe? Do support. Count questions. Sure.
Yeah, platinum is pricey. It went up too. It was 650. Now I think it's more expensive than that. It's like 750. Or is it
Yeah, I guess-
900 now, DC?
it's like 890 something when I looked the other day because I was just
Fuck that.
curious.
I just call them and bitch about it every time.
I mean, if you have like a business and you're like have a ton of things that you buy and stuff like to get the points, it makes sense, I guess.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Just like an average
it's-
person, like your spend is not probably high enough that it makes sense.
I would say even if you're the average person, I would say majority of people later in life are probably going to want to travel. Why not
Yes, sir.
be putting that money on some sort of charge card, or just if you don't want to travel, if you know you don't want to travel, rack up cash back. Why not be doing that if you're going to spend the money anyway? Just spend it on a card.
Just
Like
don't-
I
I
just don't
agree.
see the point, you know.
I
Like
just don't
why
see the
wouldn't
point.
you?
In the $900 a year for the perks that you get that you're probably not going to actually use. That's how
Well, from
that's how they
the
win.
traveling, I mean, shit. I'll eat hundreds of dollars worth of food just on a trip in the fucking lounge. You know, that's free.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I get that
everything
with
else
my
you
United
get,
card
but yeah, yeah.
for $100 a year.
it's a good deal.
But yeah, I mean, I get well what's worth of that card for
Uh,
paying that a year.
The nice thing, I guess, the nice thing for me is I fly United like 90% of the time, 95% of the time. So
United is good, especially out of Chicago. You can get anywhere in the world.
As a frugal person, credit cards aren't for me. I
well,
don't think
look,
I don't think that's the factor. Though. You
It's-
can be
it's how
frugal
you
and have
use
a
the credit
and
card.
have a credit card. It's how you're paying it off. And how
my
you're actually
I built
using it.
up my credit history when I was a kid. Like when I got out of college, I started working at a bank and I started learning about credit. And I got a little, whatever, $500 credit card. And every time I went to the gas pump, instead of putting my debit card in, I'd put my credit card in, which was safer for one. Two, I was going to spend that money either way. But as soon as I swiped my credit card, the next day I would go in and pay it off out of my bank account. So I never carried a balance, but I had transaction history on there. So like, I didn't care about, again, I wasn't getting points or anything, but I was building credit. And then by the time I remember I bought my first
You want to always
card.
wait till your statement hits at least. 'Cause then
No,
it
I
doesn't
never-
look
I
like you
never-
did anything.
No, I never waited. I never carried a balance from 1 month to the other. On
No,
that
it's
card.
not that. It's just waiting till your statement actually hits.
No, if your
They want to
statement
see a
hits,
certain
then
amount
you
of
pay
usage
interest.
when your statement hits. No, when you, no. When your statement hits, it tells you this is how much you owe, and if you can choose to pay it off in full from there.
Yeah, when I bought
I always
my,
did 2 payments as well. I did one, and then a week later, I would do another one.
when I bought my
Before.
BMW, I had a 804 credit score,
Well,
and all I did was
Oh, that's why. Okay, coming.
build up payment history.
I almost bought the intraday trail.
We just Jordan forgot to hit the bell.
I hit it. 50 seconds later.
Dude, if they had the horn at the New York Stock Exchange, like they just blaze the horn.
That would be
Oh, that
so
would be-
good.
That'd be
I
way better.
wish.
All right, Maple, you should be receiving a few dollars. I'm using your code right now to buy some 150s. Let's
Dude,
go.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go buy some with WolfX.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I just bought a 100K account. Wolfax, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
God, I almost bought the intraday.
bang.
I was like, damn, I almost bought a wrong account.
We closed right on 25K NDX. How about that? Right on the 20-day.
All right, let's see if this works. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Pay. Purchase successful. You know what? Let's get Maple some more money. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go buy another one.
Another one.
Another. Come on. Who's got the one for that? Jordan, you got it.
Another
Though.
one. Jordan's got
Another
that one.
Another one.
There you go. Go Maple.
SPY closed green by 0.05%.
All right, chat. Are we going up or are we going down tomorrow?
Down.
Higher.
We're going higher.
Wrong.
Wrong.
that was good.
We're going down.
We're going down. Willie, you should have just got the 150. The price difference is only $15.
We're going down in an earlier round.
Hold on.
The
Well,
100K is like 44.
I didn't even
And the
look
one-
at it. I should have clicked on it. I just didn't.
Yeah,
click
and the 150s are only $59. It's 15 bucks more for the 150K.
it. Can't afford it.
Data J said yes.
But I mean, your profit target is probably what on the
It's the
100Ks
same
there.
thing. You just gotta size up. That's it. Do the same thing.
Yeah, I forgot what they are on the 100Ks.
How do we buy traded? Self-made Juju. Self-made Juju. I like that name. They're prop firms, so they give you capital to trade with decently strict rules that you have to follow. That if you follow and you pass and prove yourself, then they give you a sim funded account that you can run up the balance on and take payments out of, like actual payments. You do good on that one. Most firms move you to a live account. They open an actual brokerage account in your name and basically capitalize you as a trader. And you can see code Wolf down there at the bottom or at Apex Wolf X to get the best discount that is offered if you want to try it out. Why was today bullish on all asset classes? I mean, I look at this and define bullish. You bounced off the lows of the range right here. You stopped at the highs of this bottom balance range that we've been in since really we've been back and forth in it for a while. And if you went back like the entire month of February, we're just in the midpoint.
Yep.
And if you go to the entire last 5 months, we're once again
Dead smack in the middle.
dead
We're
smack
probably in the
middle.
lower third. I would say the lower third of that balance, the bigger balance.
I mean, let's see. If you go from the absolute high to this low, look at the midpoint. It's exactly where we closed, right here. The
okay.
midpoint is literally 20 points above where we just closed.
But again,
Tell me
look
how
at
this
the
is
smaller
bullish or
range that
bearish.
we're in within that higher time frame range.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, that's my entire point. Like, tell me how this is
I'm
bullish
done,
or
bro.
bearish. Either
I'm
one.
quitting.
Like, I don't
quitting.
think you can argue bullish or bearish either direction right now.
Yeah.
It's called balance.
We're in the balance.
I mean,
just go through your mags. Pull up a MAGS real quick. That ticker. Where are all the mags at?
under the 200 day, closed on the 200 day.
Yeah, you rallied right back. You broke the 200, rallied right back to it. I mean,
You see my little secret EMA down here?
what? Yeah, what is that? Is that purple?
Sneaky one.
Yeah,
Was it the 100?
233.
233.
Dude, you think it's a joke, but you see that? Hold on, let me just go to a couple daily charts here. We'll just take a look at.
How long can they sustain the range? As long as they want. Oh, really no tell.
Hold on, let me see. Like through the 200 day off of the 233 EMA. Back here, NVIDIA
Sneaky
through the
purple.
200 day off of the 233. And it works on every time frame. Somebody follows the 233. I don't know. It's a Fibonacci number, but somebody
Yeah.
follow. I used to like intraday. You can watch it on like even like a 1 minute. Hold on. How do I
233 simple or EMA?
EMA? Look at this is the 1 minute this afternoon. Look at this. See that? 1 minute. Look InQ on the 1 minute chart at 2 o'clock.
Ding.
It almost works like a VWAP too. It's like a rebalancing. And look, here's the 5 minute. So you see it coming down through here, through here, through here. Don't ask me why it works, but I swear this is the sleeper EMA, and I found it one day. I was literally trolling Minx when I found it, and I was like, holy shit! I watched it for like 10 months before I told anybody. And I was like, hey, this actually kind of does something here.
Yeah, I mean, if you just go through the mags,
Ooh.
right? Tesla below the 9, Apple below.
Sorry,
the 9.
MongoDB reported earnings are down 19%.
That's probably not good.
I love that horn.
Google below the 9, Meta just slightly above it, Amazon below the 9, Broadcom below the 9, AMD below the 9. So back to that question of why is everything so bullish? Oversold bounce, maybe.
This is actually kind of insane.
$233. MongoDB. That's oof. Ouch.
No bueno.
That's what we would say. No bueno. Tomorrow's going to be a fun one. Where'd the VIX close at?
21
21?
and a half. I don't know. I was looking for these ASTS. They come out here in a second.
Microsoft looks okay as long as we hold that swing low at 381. I mean, we're still sitting on that trend line, but we need to get it in gear, and we need to do it soon. Nvidia didn't even make it back to the 50 today. SMH below the 21 day. Where did all the sectors finish up? XLY, that's below the 200. Staples below the 9. Healthcare on the 9. Industrials, that's like the standout, I think. Industrials look good. Banks were just oversold. They couldn't even get back to the 9 today. Bond's going to break out which way? And what bond?
Yes.
Long bond?
Both. How long can they sustain the range? Well, here's the question, Reservoir. How long can they sustain the range? So to get out of the range, there has to be something's got to push it out of the range. Either buyers give up, sellers give up. You have a catalyst, something that pushes it, and then even at that point, it breaks out of the range. Does it just dip into liquidity on either side and just go right back? Like, does it break down and reclaim, or does it actually break down? Does it break out, or does it fail to break out and come right back in? Like, there's a bunch of options there. But what's going to cause it? I mean, that's why overall I'm like, okay, here's the bottom where they keep buying it. Here's where they keep selling it. Just look to buy here, sell here, right? So eventually, one side or the other is going to eventually. Until it does, I'm not going to fight it.
Your mic kind of got muffled.
Did it?
Oh, now it's clear. I don't know if you were talking directly into it.
I'll muffle you. Ooh. But yeah, how long can they sustain the range? Well, I mean, how many people said that back here and said, like, if we just zoom back, like all of this was going on, they said, well, how long can this sustain? It's going to go, it's going to break one way or the other. And then they said right here, they said, oh, well, here it is, higher lows, it's rolling over. And then this ripper happened. They said, oh, well, it's going to break out to the top. And then it didn't. Then it bounced here, and then it bounced again here. And it's just like you don't have to predict it.
Yeah, wait for the breakout, right?
Wait for it to like break, back test, and reject.
Yep. That's
or
the
wait for
right
it to
there. That's
wait for it to break and then reclaim back in, and then you go long. Reactive.
Yep. Yeah, it's like those lows now. Like I said, that like today's low, and the further if we trade back to that area, then it's likely, it opens up to the 200 or the 580 level, which is where your 233 is, by the way. And if not, if we can get back above 610 in Qs, then we can go back up to the 50 and see what happens there. Yeah, pull up the what's the Dow? I think the Dow is below. The Dow is below the 50 now too.
Rejected it.
So like when you look at the you look at kind of all the markets, you go to the Dow, you look at Qs, you look at SPX, like they're all except IWM, everything else below the 50 currently.
I mean, there's
IWM
nothing wrong with
low
that.
and rallied back above, but that's still kind of a big congestion zone. We're right in the middle of that range. So you need banks and you need tech to get it going. That's going to be your sign. And you need
You need mags, semis, and banks.
yeah.
And right now you don't have that.
You don't got any of those. I would like I said earlier, I was pointing that out on SPX. Like, you have those lows at like 6,800. If we trade there again, if we trade 6,800, chances of us breaking through it and going lower are probably high. Like, we don't want to be down in that area again because we've been down there 3-4 times. Another time, it's just going to open the door, and then they're really going to sell it.
I do agree with this take right here. This is what I've been saying is, look, like these names are so heavily weighted like across the board, but you had 3 years of people crowding into the AI trade and into the tech trade. In 2023, 2024, nobody was buying Pepsi, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, ExxonMobil. Nobody was buying any of those. Now people are finding value in those stocks as these other stocks kind of falter or whatever, cool off a little bit. The crowded trade becomes less crowded. So one of the two things happens. Either tech takes back leadership of the market, or the rest of the market that's been holding us up corrects down with tech. But until one of those two things happen, it's month 5 of the same box.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think, because today was a lot of reactionary to the weekend news, I don't think you can put a whole lot of credence in today, period. Like, yes, you can look and see a bullish engulfing right back into downsloping moving averages. You can still see, the broader market's still in the same range, still right in the middle of the range. So nothing wrong on that argument. But you can still see credit has an issue. The market leaders have an issue. The Mag 7, the top 10 tech names are all over the board. I mean, Tesla off the 200-day today, NVIDIA off the 200-day today. That's a decent sign. But like, Microsoft's trading $100 underneath its 200-day. Meta trading under 200-day and all the other moving averages. Google's now trading under all of its downsloping averages. Still well above the 200-day though. So it could have room to fall. Amazon trading under everything. Apple under everything except the 200-day. Broadcom under the 200-day. Netflix trying to get back to the 200-day when it's kind of just doing its own thing. And then, of course, Costco has actually been strong recently. Those are your top 10 weighted stocks on the NASDAQ. Yeah, and then if you go down that list, it's like further down into tech. I mean, MD.
Bottom of the range.
I mean, is this finally going to fill this gap? Bottom of the range again. Gap fill underneath 200-day right there at this previous high. I mean, that would get interesting. You think about your other one, like your Qualcomms. You look at Qualcomm, just under everything. It's not a great looking chart. And then you have your memory stocks that are still up here in kind of a distribution, but still super bullish. I mean, I'm not buying them, but they're still very strong charts.
Taiwan Semi,
still a very strong chart. I mean, still not even able to push away from. So another thing I look at when you have a trend, you have your EMA 9, this blue one right here. Even on these pullbacks, you notice how it doesn't have a single candle that didn't still touch the EMA 9. Look, it gets below it and it still touches it. Sometimes I think about it that way on a daily chart. It couldn't even let go of a 9, EMA on the daily. A lot of times these strong. See what else was trending strong. Here's the opposite effect. So Hood, when Hood was going up, it just constantly 9 EMA,
Yeah.
and then look this pullback right here, it's still wicked and never it's still held on to it. And then right here you had one candle, two candles kind of get away from it, and then It stayed under it for a little bit. Like it had some positive news around crypto and some stuff, reclaimed it, held it again.
But all the
And
moving
then-
averages are still upward sloping to your
Yes, and then look, once it rolled over, and it even made this big pop here, got above the 50-day, and then and then now look, it's just been riding this 9 EMA down here.
right.
So like that's just the example of
Pull
kinda
up,
how you look at trends.
BIZD.
BI what?
ZD, BIZD.
Oh, I put D's.
So you can probably go to the weekly too.
Good God.
So this is a lot of the VanEck Income ETF, which has a lot of like private lending and secured loans and all that stuff. Like, look how weak this thing is. And it's been weak since that first October flush. That's kind of what started there. And then we rallied up into the end of the year. And then this thing has been getting drilled since. So, like, this is another one. Yeah, you're at those previous lows, but this is just another one to keep an eye on, that there's just stress in that space. And when these things start to break away, these are the things that you need to kind of get in gear. Junk bonds as well have not made new highs relative to the S&P. The gap down today is just because of the dividend payment. So once they pay that dividend, it probably looks better on the daily, actually.
Yeah, I'm just looking at HYG. What are yields doing?
Yeah, and then yields are up today because of potential. I think Yellen said today that maybe inflation could roar back, because if this is extended and oil stays high, then inflation could tick higher on the headlines. So I don't know. I still think you gotta buy bonds on pullbacks, with the assumption that if this does get further down, that it probably could limit growth or could stall things, or higher oil is not going to be good for the consumer as well.
This comment here. So today the stock market has shown that war has zero impact. Go back to, I mean, one, there's no war going on. Like, even if there's some like headlines that try to say war propaganda wise, you have to actually declare war through Congress. Like there's not like this isn't like an actual war. I mean, yes, there's military action stuff, but a prolonged war like Russia Ukraine is much different than what's currently going on. Now I could turn into that, but the point I really want to make here is go back to every war, conflict, whatever, over the last 20 years and look at what the market did. I don't know, Will, do you want to tell them what's the market done when Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria? I mean, what's the market done every time?
I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, you get the initial reaction, and then after that, the markets. I mean, where are we now? Market's higher than it was, before. It's always it can rally out of it. So I would like. Here's the thing for right now, where we are with the news headlines that we have, we need a little bit more time. We need a few more days. We need to see the narrative could change at any point in either direction. So I think you need to be ready on both sides. We could get a Trump headline that, Iran surrenders, they're going to make a deal and life's good, and we could be up 3%. I mean, that certainly could be possible. Or vice versa, they're going to say we're not doing anything. Oil goes higher and the market could fall apart. So I just think you got to wait until, like I said, I pointed those levels out earlier on the Qs. It's like above 610. Look for rotation up to 616, 617, and on the downside, if we break back below 599, you got to look for 594, 593. And until then, you're just in the middle of the range.
Yep. And really, it also comes back to the uncertain. Like, the market itself can price things in, work things out pretty well if it knows what to expect. When it has no idea what to expect is when things start falling apart, because people don't know how to model things out. They can't feel confident in putting on risk because they don't know what it looks like. They don't know where to price things in. They don't even know where to hedge things. So they just say, "Oh, okay," and people step away, right? Or they hedge downside, or they take the safe approach. They flock over to bonds and safer things in the meantime, or cash.
Yeah, I mean, look here, perfect example. Look at the dollar index today. Pull up the dollar. There was a flight to quality in the dollar. Look at the dollar. Got a huge bid today. You're going to see assets like the dollar. The euro is going to get hit. They're going to jump out and run into the dollar index because the dollar is considered a safe haven in wartime. So. I think the other thing too is as we go forward, if this looks like this has the potential to be, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, or this is going to be like an extended, back and forth, I think that the market will finally probably start to roll over because of it. Because to Ryan's point is it's going to start to price in uncertainty. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. We don't know how long it's going to last. And you start to get this more like, where are we going and how long is this going to be? Now, if they're like, hey, by Friday, everything's going to be cleaned up, market's going to rally, and this thing's over. But if we don't get that and we get something that's more extended where we kind of don't have a true, end game, at least in the next week or something, then I think that sets us up for the potential for probably lower. But
I'm about to head out, guys. I just made a post on X. 2 links to 2 new free TradingView indicators that I have created and I'm still working on currently. But if you would like to get access and go check them out, you absolutely can. One is still based off that reversal signal indicator. Was able to clean up that a little bit today. And then a new one that tracks SR flip zones, which will automatically adjust to any stock on any time frame with extended hours turned on. So just finished that up a few minutes ago. So as I know that was a big thing last week and a lot of people were giving me shit saying, where's the indicators at? I got yelled at by PineScript mods on TradingView. So yeah,
the amount of people that were responding to you asking for the indicator was insane. I just saw like person after person, like, I thought you were gonna release this, so I want it.
Dude, so I was able to release it, and like 250 people I was able to give access to. So some of the Discord already had it first, and then I was able to give some people on social media as well. And then I did some updates on it, and then I got a message from Pine Coders mod on TradingView saying that there was a violation of the house rules. So they put like the little ghost icon on there, so I wasn't able to do anything.
What a loser.
So I had
not you them.
I had to do some updates on it. So because I tried to make it a public script so anyone can just search it on TradingView, but essentially they said no. If I'm going to continue to update and work on it, it should not be a public script. It should be kept private. So I had to redo a few things. So now there's private links to it, but obviously it's still a free indicator. So you just got to follow that link to the Discord channel. Both of the links to those scripts are in there. You click on it, bottom left corner next to that little rocket. It says use on chart. It should apply it.
Look, right here, you have. I just dropped the link to this exact post on X. Make sure you're following KC Trades.
Let's
this
go.
Post straight there, actually.
Oh.
Oh, I already have an account. I'm not logged in on this computer. Well, I'm logged in on desktop app. I'm not logged in the thing, or I would take you there.
Here, I wonder. Here, go to TradingView and type in KC Trades and see what pops up. See if one of the previous ones that was still public pops up. No. I mean, it's good that if it's removed, that way I don't get flagged anymore. But oh, I need that indicator right there. Hello.
This one's invite only.
But
Yeah, that's I was about to say it. He's got his own.
Oh shit. That's funny.
Oh, if you put a space, it did show up.
Oh, hey, that's the old one. Click on that.
I'm clicking on you.
Oh yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah, there. That one's
That's-
free and it's there.
That's the one. So the other one got flagged, and then I had to redo it. I redid that one, but I didn't remove it. So that one will probably get flagged and get taken down. But you might be able to apply that to your chart. I updated it a little bit though, so it might be a little bit different. But that is one
or
of them.
just go to the tweet, go to his Discord in the free channel.
Yeah, don't go to TradingView and type it in because that's
No,
not
just
the
go get the
updated
real
one.
one.
But
Just go get the real
just
one right here.
go get the updated shit. They're pretty neat. So far, so good. I like the thought process behind everything. It helped me today a little bit.
Stock
Keep
picks.
on
What time are we
improving.
doing it at? 5:30.
Stock picks at 5:30. So 1 hour from now.
DraftKings.
Who won? Who's this week's winner? Do we know? Do you have a secret?
I didn't win. Let's take a look
I
here.
definitely rugged myself on the Nvidia long on the earnings. I went for a long shot, but my other one might have been a good one on oil.
Oh my god, I got absolutely right. I got worst performance by far. Sam Solid is the winner. Second place is Jordan.
Ooh,
Third place is Will.
Jordy.
Two of our top three
Oh,
right here
baby.
on the stream. Jordy, second place. Beat the market. Best pick of the week was NUGT.
Nugget, gold long.
Yeah, from Sam. Second best pick of the week was Gush from Will.
Yeah, long flow.
13.61%.
Now I want some gushers.
There you go. All right, I'll see you now. I'm going to jump for a bit, and then I'll see you there.
Yeah, we're going to shut it down.
Shut her down.
Later, Gators.
Later, Casey.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, brother. Everybody. It's time to end the show. It's been a great Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, baby. Ryan will be live bright and early. I'll be on Spaces bright and early. Yeah, baby. Everybody,
All right,
make sure
later,
you hit that
guys.
like button if you haven't. Bing bong. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Everybody have a blessed night.
Have a great night.